Live now. What's up, Tilly's Funny Fam? It's your girl, Nettie Net, and I'm back. So, let me test. Let me see. Good. I gotta see my comments.
It's right. It's going to come up right there on the side of the screen.
Okay. So, guys, today I finally. There's always been such a long line, so I had to keep on looking. I finally got to stop at Popeyes, and I tried the other night. Me and Dino did try the regular. Mm-mm. Hey, L Dot, how are you, sweetie? I came on to have my chicken and chat. How have you been? How are the babies? How's the family? I was trying to see if there was a way I could get in touch with you. I don't know if you have other social media though. So, all right. So I did get to try the regular one.
Check.
I know I'm blind, so I can't see that. We're doing pretty good. I miss you too. I said I'm gonna start coming back on regularly. I need to. We just been chilling, taking it easy. I'm gonna be honest. I had a little bit of my um milkshake that I'll be drinking, and so I'm a little full, and I shouldn't have had that first. But so I try these chicken sandwiches. Now I tried the regular, but I'm gonna try the spicy today. Can you hear me good? Because I don't even know if my microphone is on and working.
Didn't you just hear yourself?
Oh yeah, I did. Duh. Then I just hear myself. So yes, we have been relaxing, chilling at the hotels on the weekend, just enjoying ourselves, mainly for exercise reasons. But I saw I'm chilling. My niece is supposed to be getting a little bean this weekend, so that will be a nice break. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I was looking at somebody's video yesterday, and that gave me the idea to try this today. And I went and made sure I went before like for a shower. But so yesterday, the girl's sandwich was like this big. The chicken was hanging off the bread, and I'm gonna show you all this today. I ain't worried about it because I'm not that hungry, but still, this is how they made my sandwich in Philadelphia, PA. It looks like they really made it with no care, and I'm just being honest. Um, this could have been a little better, but I'm not here complaining today. So I'm sure you got to try the chicken sandwich, right, Boo? You try a spicy one? So that's what I had today. And I usually don't like spicy chicken. I really won't eat. I don't eat Chick-fil-A spicy chicken. So I was like, well, Big Dean said, why don't you try the spicy? There, neither of them look spicy, so I have to see if I can tell which one is spicy. Now this one's a little bigger. Let's see. And this must be the spicy because I see the red. So it must be like a red, maybe a sauce that they put on there, or they must not be dipping the whole piece of chicken in. I don't know, but that looks a little bit better than the first one. So I did try the regular the other day, and it was good. It did beat Chick-fil-A, and I love Chick-fil-A because y'all know I only eat boneless chicken. But I don't like Chick-fil-A spicy. I tried that. I couldn't even finish the whole sandwich because it was too hot. So I'm going to try Popeyes and see how I like it. Yes, orange sauce. All right. I hear you. Spicy, spicy. They are good flavor, and the other night it was nice and crunchy too. Now I got my little beans and rice here because I always can't go without my beans and rice. But I'm so stuffed, so as you can see, I'm procrastinating. But I'm gonna try it. And I don't eat that much, so I have a nerve. All right. I like the crispy crust, and I like how it's like an air fried kind of crispy. You don't taste no fat in there, but I'm only in my first bite. It wasn't that deep into it, but it's not that spicy. It's a nice kick, but a good flavor. This is good. I like this. It's not too hot. It's got a nice little kick to it. Oh yes. Mm-mm-mm. I'm gonna do that next time. The girl yesterday had extra mayonnaise and extra pickles, and I was like, "Oh my god, that looks so good." Now I'm gonna honestly tell you, I don't eat pickles on my sandwiches. I won't eat it on a Chick-fil-A sandwich. I think it takes away. I only like mayonnaise, and sometimes I eat my Chick-fil-A sandwich with mayonnaise and Chick-fil-A barbecue sauce. This is banging with the pickles. There's some good pickles. So now I see why people were ranting over the pickles. And definitely not worth anyone arguing over or wrecking your car, but it's good. And now I'm getting deeper into it. It's getting a little spicier. And maybe that's because, like I was saying, I didn't see hot over the whole thing. So that's kind of a good thing too. So it didn't start off too hot, but now it's getting, now that I'm down by the pickles and stuff, it's a little more kick to it. So I was watching Martin's video this morning, and I went and hearted your comment. I just gave you a heart to let you know I was there. But yes, it's so much going on. I'm waiting to see what's going to happen because they got all these new rules out here now. Before you go live, you have to say if your content is created for kids or adults. Now, um, I don't know, but I was looking at another big YouTuber that I know personally. I don't know if you know or watched um, the Bills. Real nice family, but they're extended family of mine. So I was looking on their page the other day, and she one of the channel things said she had lost 600,000 subscribers, and I know she was almost at a million, but now she's not there anymore. So I don't know what happened. So is this really happening to people where they're actually taking like big numbers of subscribers from them because they're making, if it's a family channel, certain content can be put up, and if it's not, then you can, I guess, put up other content. So I've been watching a lot of videos and stuff to try to get the rules, which I really need to get the reading. But I have been watching a lot of videos. Thank you, Boo. Somebody in there talking. Right. O'Hare. Keep on moving. Oh, goodness. Beanie Girls. No, I'm not single. Actually, I'm almost single. Chadwick, eat that fried chicken. I sure am. Have you had some? If you tried it, you would eat it too. It's good. I've had food that I've had to spit out on the first bite. But this is well worth $3.99. Most definitely. If you can't afford one, follow me on Snapchat. Follow me, and I'll randomly give out money. Just enough to buy a meal. Might be able to buy you a chicken sandwich one day. If you're nice. So, you're on my Instagram and you watch, and I'm not that active with it, but I know people who are nice and stay active. Like my boo L Dot. She's been with us for 2 years. So, if I don't see what you're saying, she sees what you're saying. And she's not letting it stay. Because she knows sometimes when I see it, I'm going to say something I shouldn't say, right? So I'm here because I like to speak out to the youth, the people who haven't been through things that I've been through in life. And maybe they can hear some of my stories and make a decision early in life not to go through some of the things that I've been through, or maybe have seen people going through in life. Because some of my stories isn't my story, but it's someone else's story. But I might tell you someone else's story so that you can learn from it. So there's one of my buddies that last year, if you follow me, I had told a story about him, and maybe it was almost 2 years ago. It was a story about him being arrested in the paper. Um, and I got to find the title, and maybe I'll put it in this description. But basically, I was reading what was on the news about him and telling his story to the family. And come to find out, half the stuff that they had in the paper or on the news about him wasn't real. It wasn't true. So sooner or later, he's coming because he wants to be able to tell our family his story from his mouth, because he doesn't like the way people put out stuff in the news and stuff. But I'm going to say thank you to the news, because sometimes we get tips and hints. We might not always get the right story. And I'm finding this on a lot of blogs, a lot of, just media everywhere. You get stories, but it's not always the right story, but it might be a little partial piece of the story. So, hey Tamika, how are you? Dog killer, we don't do dog killers here, so I think we're gonna have to get you out of here. Bye. Sorry, you no longer can come back. You had too many times out. Deuces. You can watch, but you can't chat. Not my problem. Yours. Y'all see I'm back in my mood, right? Back in my house. But yeah, we just chill. We were really just getting out to be at the hotel on the weekend. That was funny because my title was supposed to be that day chicken and home fries, but Cowerty messed me up and put homeless in. So that's when everybody thought I was homeless. But I just go to the hotels because that's where I can get my exercise in the pool, in the jacuzzi, at my own leisure. I don't have to worry about a whole bunch of meeting at the Y. It's community, so it's always packed, and you can't always use the lap pool. So I go to the pool at the hotel and enjoy myself for what it is. So that's why we be going. And I don't know. I was gonna say I've been there for like the last almost 2 months every weekend, but now I'm back. Hey, family team, how are you? We got a lot of little smart boxes up in here today, huh? Elda? They just coming out the woodworks. I guess it was the wrong day for me to have a chicken sandwich. So anyway, now y'all want to see eat some beans and rice and stay in here talking junk. I guess I gotta eat. It ain't like I'm sitting here pigging out, but I came back to see the family because that's what I'm here for. And it's so much going on in this world today that's sad. Um, y'all haven't seen us in a while because y'all know I'm an Aquarius, right? To the heart. I'm a water carrier. I take other people's problems and I put them on my shoulders. And I try to. Oh. So I have a lot of people that I know, not really blood relatives, but y'all know I have a lot of god kids, right? My oldest god kid is about 25. So yeah, they're getting older now. And a lot of them go through things in life. And this is where I start realizing that, you can't really judge or put your opinion out there to people so fast when people that are, I'm going to say my own backyard because they're my babies, they're my extended family, put it like that. Um, a lot of them are going through different things, different situations that have me shocked that young people are going through on a daily. But sad because all we can do really is pray because there's a lot of people that I wish I could help, but I really can't help them because I feel like Superwoman, but I'm not Superwoman. So I just feel bad for people. This one little young family, they're like 22 and they got a 4 month old, a 4 year old, and a 3 year old, a girl. And then her boyfriend has that 4 month old baby, plus his 6 year old and his 4 year old on another side. And his kid's mom rolled out, just up and left, moved on to a couple states away and making babies all over again. While her kids are here running around but not the proper winter gear to wear. Um, it's sad. I gave away like 5 winter coats last week, and I feel good that I can help people, but I wish I could do more. I just do what I can. Um, Sad, but anyway, these kids, they're They don't have a place to live, and they are sleeping in cars. They sleep wherever pretty much somebody can let them lay at night. And this is with these kids, and I think it's not all of them because his kids are with his grandmother. Her kids are with her. So there's three kids. It's just sad. It's sad. I could tell y'all so many stories that I just tell people like, get your education. Okay. I know too many kids that are dropping out of school like it ain't nothing. And it's sad because you can't even get a job at McDonald's nowadays without that high school diploma. And not only that, when you get older, your kids are going to need certain things, and you're going to need that education to be able to help them. You know, um, and I just say that because I see some of these kids. They're like, this one kid I know, she's 19 and a mom, can't cook. uh, I'm not gonna say an egg because I don't know, but she can't make a pot of spaghetti, and that's very easy. You know, that's like the easiest meal I know. But I feel sad for her. I'm not talking about her. I'm just going to have to pray for her. That's what I'm doing because I know her and I feel bad for her because it's sad because, like I said, I know her. I'm close to her, but I don't have the heart. Love her to death. I don't have the heart to tell her that she needs to go back to school and get that education so that she could be a better mother to her beautiful baby. Um, it would just open up a lot of avenues for her. Maybe she would be able to get a job where she can eventually own a place, a house. You know, um, I'm not talking down on nobody, but our kids nowadays they kind of follow what we do. Um, and then if we're not showing them the right way, then the cycle is repeating the wrong way. And when I say that, meaning if parents aren't going to be strict and stand up to their kids or strong enough to stand up to their kids and tell them what they have to do to succeed in life, then we're creating failures out here. Because at the end of the day, and this is any of us can be here today or tomorrow, and we're leaving our kids here with only the knowledge that we're giving them. Or they may need a man who's going to run them and tell them everything that they want them to do. Um, or a couple of men, you know. Some of these girls out here today, they just don't know their worth. You know, they're beautiful girls. They can have modeling careers, but they just don't even know it, you know, because they're either drinking or, hanging out in the clubs and, partying in the wrong areas. There was a young girl that was close to one of my godsons the other night, 22 years old, and her life was taken from her. I don't like to talk about too much on here, y'all. Well, I can't get in depth if y'all know what I'm trying to say, but told code 9 times. When she turned around, they took her out. So um, it's just sad. It's sad. So her mother said that before she left that day, she said, I love you. And that's a good thing. Tell the people that you love, tell them that you love them as much as you can and when you can. Because you never know when someone's going to work out the house and never come back in that house. Um, Here in Philly, 4 children under the age of 10 in the past 2 weeks. Come down. One man, uh, he actually used his child, his 11-month-old, didn't even make it to one. He used him as a human shield. He's not even worth a trial, if y'all know what I'm saying. Um, another little boy was just walking home from school innocently and happened to be next to his uncle walking down the street, and someone came for his uncle and ended up getting the little boy. So he's in the hospital fighting for himself now. Uh, a little 4-year-old little girl standing on the porch. Another 1-year-old boy in a car driving down the street. So it's sad, the way people are today. They just don't have a care for life. They don't have a care for heart. It's sad because I never heard of stuff like this before until now. 40 years old, it's like ridiculously crazy. There's no limits out here for some people. YouTube hero. Well, I have considering suicide. Well, honestly, YouTube hero, I'm gonna be honest with you. Suicide is not worth it. I don't know if you're a Christian. I don't know who or what you believe in, but keep praying because if if you believe in life after here, when your wife goes, if you take yourself, you're not going to meet up with her later. So that's one of the easiest ways I can explain that. It's not, don't ever take your own life because God won't. That's one thing that He won't, you know. So, till I read my rules, I gotta be careful. I know you know what I'm saying, though. Yes, it does hurt other people, but you also hurt yourself because that's something that won't be forgiven. Yep. Don't think that way. Like everyone's life is precious. There's a reason why you're here. Sorry, y'all. I'm just going back on comments. Hello, Brittany B. How are you? Definitely, Eldad. Be respectful or y'all can go. All you gotta do is watch. I mean, like, you ain't gotta come in here. Meanwhile, yeah, I seen a part of that message about being obese. Look up polycystic ovaries. Some people have health problems that consider them to be obese or that makes them obese. I mean, sometimes you can eat chicken sandwiches, maybe two, but y'all ain't even see me get down one yet. So I ain't even gotta explain all that. My YouTube family knows that I don't eat like that. So anyway, I'm obese for a reason. Thank you, Boo. Yeah, these sandwiches are amazing. I'm hooked on the spicy chicken. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm hooked on it now. That's my joint. And I don't usually like spicy nothing. It's personal. Did anybody ever tell you, YouTube hero, you never ask a woman how much she weighs? Keep it in your mind. Think about what's inside and not on the outside, okay? Go with that. Just know that I'm a very active woman, okay? I keep myself going. I stay exercise. I don't just sit in the bed and eat all day. Know that, okay? If you watch my videos, you will know that I don't do that. So y'all should know if you see a big woman like me and I still like get out and get around, not letting this get to me, okay? I try to keep my heart active. I'm not gonna sit here and just let a whole bunch of stuff just build up on me so I can go like that. Nah. I love myself. I love myself. Okay? If I do that, God ain't gonna forgive me because I'm taking my life slowly. And I would know it. And like I don't even want to get into all that because I really don't have to, you know. Either you're here to talk and chat and like me for who I am, or bye. Uh, Mika, I didn't even see what they said, but I love the answer. Yes, you do got to be active with kids. Oh, God. Oh, am I going to eat the chicken sandwich? That's somebody's name, stupid. That's funny. It ain't 10:32. Where you at, boo? I'm in Philly. It's after lunchtime, boo. And this is my first thing in my mouth today. Yeah, it's. Wait a minute. Let me see what time it is here in Philly. I don't know where you at, but it's well after 1 o'clock here. Where my other phone at? I think he got it. Hey, I'll find out on this one. Are y'all mad because I got big boomies? Look, I made sure this wasn't for kids. So if someone's kids is in here, wasn't intended for you today. My kid is in school, so I'm on here to be unfiltered. If y'all want me to be, I came over here to talk to my family. But no, it's 1:37, boo. If it was 10:30, I don't think Popeyes is open at 10:30. I don't think they open till 11. But I'll finish it since y'all want me to. I'm definitely not going to eat this one. So I'm sure everybody knows how the regular chicken sandwich tastes. It's good. It's crunchy. I'm going to leave that for my son because I'm not going to eat it. So y'all know me. I don't like to waste anything. So he likes spicy, but he'll have this today. I think he had spicy the other day. He knows how to pick. I don't. I should have got spicy the other day, but I didn't. So at least I tried it. I just was my first time being able to go to the store and get it. The other night I stopped at Chick-fil-A. Look at me still saying Chick-fil-A, y'all. I'm messing up. Popeyes at like 10:30. They were closing, and I stopped. We were on the way taking my nephew back to college, so we stopped and got a sandwich and kept it moving. And I was the driver, so I wasn't able to do a video. So today's the first day I went to Popeyes, and there was no line for the chicken sandwich. Yeah, it's so funny because y'all know I've been talking about the number for the longest time. And I have the number and I'll be ready to use it. But I'm like, I can't imagine what people are going to call in and say. I want people to be able to call in and talk about stuff that they have on their mind and be able to have a friend to talk to live. Um, but then you have so many people out here playing games. I don't want no prank calls and all that stuff. So I'll be nervous to give the number up Because I'll be ready to get rid of it after a while. You know? So, yeah, this one is good. The edges are really good because it's like a air crispy taste to the skin. And y'all know me, I never really get to eat chicken skin because I don't eat nothing but boneless chicken. So the only skin I get is the breading that we put on the chicken. Now, when I was little, I would always ask my sisters for a little piece of their crust off the side of their chicken. So I know that taste with that. It kind of tastes like a greasy chicken taste with no meat, but like a y'all know if you eat pork skins, y'all know what I'm talking about. Matter of fact, my sister said in South Carolina they got chicken skins now. So I was like, I don't know if I could eat them, but I'm gonna try them when I go down there. Supposed to go for Thanksgiving, but I don't know. I really don't want to go, so I think I'm gonna stay home this time and go down later. Oh, life saving grace at this point. That is something to be happy about, definitely, and more reason to live. Yeah, there's a lot of kids out here that need to be adopted. They need caring, loving, caring, caring parents. I had to say that 3 times because some people just don't get it. They out here adopting kids. They're giving the wrong. I don't know. I don't understand how some of these people can be out here adopting, 3, 4, 5, and 6 kids, and then they're abusing them. I was looking at there was one Adventure Channel or something like that. Some YouTube channel a year or so ago. The lady was doing all kinds of stuff to her kids, but they were adopted. They weren't even her kids. She took them in and then started abusing them and making them um, basically be her slaves for YouTube to make videos. And I thought that was so horrible and sad. But of course, I just heard about it, so it's crazy. But back to the issues in today and our young children and their children, because we have a lot of young children out here today that have children like, when I say that, like 15 and 16-year-olds, that they don't know better themselves. So it's like, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. These kids, they have these kids, they get in situations, they end up on the streets, they end up homeless, and their kids end up in the system, and the saga continues. And that's sad. I just don't wish it on anybody. I was gonna say nobody close to me, but nobody, period. I wish that I don't know, because like I said, I never asked them personally because it ain't really my business. But I wonder why they don't like go to a shelter or something, because I couldn't see my babies on the street. You know what I'm saying? Even if I had to, like, well, I had a friend that called the services on herself because she knew, this was years ago, she knew she couldn't take care of her kids, and they took them, and then once they had them, she had a hard time getting rides and stuff to go visit them. So she ended up losing her parental rights. So the kids ended up getting adopted out. And I can't say she never seen them again, because here they're like 20 or so now. And they actually got back in touch thanks to social media. They got back in touch with their mom and their other siblings and stuff like that. So social media can be a blessing to some people. Say I could be ratchet when I need to be, but for the most part, I'm that one person you can chat with if you are feeling down. You are so correct, boo. Right, Tamika? You too, huh? Lord, we all roll together. Like we could be sweet as pie, but as soon as you cross that line, you're gonna see that real person come out of me. You know, the person that y'all don't see on camera. And I'm honest, I ain't gonna get on here and lie. Y'all know I can get there if it even takes me there. Because that's the only person. I love that man dearly. We just matter of fact, this week, no, next week on Thanksgiving will be our 18 years. It's like, now let me stop being smart. But I might be Xing him off this channel and just leaving it as it's supposed to be, Nettie and Logan. It's like, nah, let me stop. He said he don't want me. Yo, we be going through real life stuff, y'all. I wish I had a camera on us all the time. Y'all would be like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. They got more drama than anybody on YouTube. But certain things ain't meant for the World Wide Web, you know. So yeah, we go through a lot. I'm going through some stuff right now, y'all, and I really want your opinion on this. So right now, Dean doesn't get along with my two closest friends, and it's kind of coming between us. Um, and me and Dean been together for 18 years, and for 18 years they've been close with him and stuff like that. But I don't know if it just comes with age, but you know, it got to a point where we were all having a talk, and Dean, we were here in my house, and we were having a talk about. So okay, this is what happened. So we were going to start having, interviews on the channel. Me and the girlfriends, we're going to start doing like interviewing people, and so my one girlfriend had found an old friend of ours that has been going through a lot of stuff, and she lost her kids, and when she was younger she gave a couple, one or two away up for adoption. So, and they always had that feeling like they were raised that you don't get rid of your kids, we have them and give them away, which I always respected that with them, because I was like, they always worked with this place called adoptions for the heart, from the heart, or something like that. So like people who were infertile and stuff like that, that couldn't have kids, work with this agency, so they were able to fulfill and give them the kids. you know People provide love for your kids better than you sometimes. Put it like that. I feel like that. Not me. Some other people out here. So anyway, the girl was supposed to come here and do an interview, but she still has some issues that she's battling. And I really didn't pay attention when my girlfriend said, I thought she was getting herself together, but she's still going through stuff. So when we were sitting here talking the one night, um, Dean came out and was like, I don't mind you girls being here at all, but I don't want people from the outside really in my house that I don't know. So my girlfriend kind of didn't like the way he said it, and she said, they kind of got into a little argument, and I was half asleep, so I really don't remember exactly what happened. But I had talked to one of my girlfriends that was here this weekend, and she explained to me exactly what happened, or her opinion on it all. Because I'm the type of person, I don't take just one side. I don't get mad at nobody. I don't stay mad at nobody. I love hard. So I love my girls dearly, but I don't know what really I didn't know what triggered it all. Now I know Dean can be very boisterous at times, and he's well protective over me, and everybody knows that. So he felt like, okay, I'm giving y'all a place to chat and relax and do y'all women talk, but I don't want outsiders in the house. So they kind of got into it, and so when I talked to my other girlfriend that is like was an outsider, not an outsider, she was here, but she wasn't involved in it. She's like, I totally understand where he was coming from and he wasn't wrong. But it was the way he said it. She said, I think that if he hears us talking in your house, that he should stay in the room and wait until we leave and then discuss it with you. The other ones kind of say the same thing, but she was like, he needs to stay the F in the room. And I was like, well, at that point, I was saying to myself, well, this is his house. You know, he pays bills here like I do. How can I leave him or tell him he has to stay in a room because I have certain company here? You know, so um, it's just sad because now it's like, okay, they're like, okay, well, if we don't get along with him, we're not coming there no more. And I'm like, okay, well, if they don't come over, then that kind of puts a dent in our friendships to me because we always got together and did things together. So they're like, okay, we can be outside the house. And that's fine sometimes, but sometimes we just were comfortable, cozy in a certain area or a certain place. So I don't know. I just thought I would ask you two family how y'all feel about that, because I'm kind of like hurt between both because I'm like, this is where I don't have to choose. Well, you have to see like, okay, I'm still gonna have my friends outside my relationship, but then I'm always doing stuff in my relationship, so I don't really get to get out with them either. So I don't know. I'm just confused right now because it's just like so much on me with the whole situation, honestly. So I just thought I would talk to you guys about it and see how y'all feel. Yes, sir. Hello, yes, sir. Oh, Tamika said chicken skins are amazing. We don't have them here in Philly. I have never seen them. I gotta try them. Popeyes just opened last week. Oh, wow. Now you should get good fresh chicken. And then did y'all hear about so the day a day or so after they launched these chickens back out, they had a recall for 2 million pounds of chicken. And I laughed. I was like, "Oh, I'm so glad I didn't run to that store." So, of course, I waited like a week or so to try it because I was like, I don't want to get sick trying a piece of chicken that people out here getting hurt over. Oh, thank you. I hope it's a happy one. Dean doesn't do holidays well because y'all know, family knows because y'all follow us. He don't get along with his family too. They're not that close. So every year on the holidays, he gets into this more so a depressing mood. And I know he's like, they're gonna hear me soon. They're gonna hear me soon. I got a lot to talk about. So he's supposed to be coming to talk, but he said he's gonna be separated from me talking. Good, because we two totally different people. I'm like, I'm a sweetheart. He can be the roughneck uh, all the time, but I can just get like that here and there. It takes a lot to make me like that, but I'm okay right now. I'm still going through stuff like I told y'all a couple of months ago they were selling my mom's house. Still haven't had the heart to go there. Supposed to be sold in the next couple of weeks, and then within 3 months it will be knocked down. So I don't know. I'm not still as broken as I was before about going in. I really now asked Dean to go in and get video footage for me so I don't have to go in. But I don't know. I was like, there's still like I was talking to my brother today, and there's still some stuff that I was like, you know. So I don't know. That's a lot. Hey, sexy one with four. How are you? I felt it should have waited. Oh, you think that you said you feel like he should have waited. So that's true, but like I said, I could see if they just got to know him, but they've known him for 18 years. There's been plenty of times that any actually all the times that they've ever been at my house, he's always been like that cook and serve everybody. So he's always been like a hostess and sit down here and chill with us anyway. It was just that he was giving us that respect to the girl talk. But that night he actually heard that the girl was still, she's still battling a lot of problems. And Dean is very personal and private about the stuff in our house. So yeah, he just was like when he heard us talking and heard, okay, this girl who's I don't want to be putting people out there, but y'all know who I'm talking about, but she's a heroin addict. He was like, I don't want people like that around my child. So he was like, when I heard them talking about it, he was like, and y'all talking about coming in our house that I gave y'all, we asked them if it's okay for us to come. I'm steady looking at the phone, thinking I'm talking into the phone instead of the computer. Sorry, but yeah. So my thing was, they're friends with him, just like he is with them. You know what I mean? So I don't know. And he's like, since I was asleep, he's like, you weren't there to hear what they were talking about. So I came out to speak for you. So I'm like, I don't know. But yeah, I feel what you're saying. Because now that's why I'm asking y'all, because it's more like a woman's opinion, because it was woman talk that we were talking about. So and that's true too. They never should get in the middle of anything. And so it was something else to that. So um hold on. I'm just looking at everybody's opinion. Sorry. Yeah, it's hard because I'm like, I still want to spend time with them, but then he's like, they were being disrespectful to me here, like everything that went on. At this point, he doesn't speak to them. Now, my one friend, like a month or so after that, and this was back in like March or April or May or something like that. And I'm gonna tell y'all, after all this time, I just reached out to them. So neither of them had called me or anything. So the one I had talked to online a couple of times, but neither of them had called me. So that's when I was like, wait a minute, like this is a long time. Like we friends that we might not talk or speak on a daily, or maybe a couple of months go by and we won't talk to each other. But then I was like, wait a minute, what's going on? So I reached out, and right away, me and one, she's like, oh, I can meet up with you this weekend. So we met up, and she came to the hotel, and we were just relaxing. And that's when we were talking, and that's when she told me how they both felt. So I was like, oh, okay. So then, of course, then I went back to Dean. I'm like, well, they both felt like, you should have waited to talk to me after they left. Um, there was more that he's saying, that they were talking about something with starting a business. I don't know because I wasn't into their conversation. But he was saying they were talking about something with money and everybody investing and something with the income tax and but I don't know because I'm like I don't know. But me and her didn't even talk about that part. We more so talked about how they both felt. But at that point, when she said that to me, like when we were sitting there talking, then my feelings got hurt more because I'm like, so y'all both felt this way all this time, and nobody came and said anything to me or reached out to me to tell me how y'all felt, So I'm like, I don't know. It's hard because it's like we've been friends since we were like 14 and 15 years old. That's darn near all my life. And yeah, I'm 32. So that's like 20 something years and more. So one of them I met later on, but one of them I knew since I was like 14. So yeah, I don't know. It's weird because that goes down to it's like, okay, well, I'm not the type of, because of course our men think then, oh, your girls don't like me, so they're going to try to separate or, think that you're going to cause an argument with me. It's a whole bunch. I know y'all know how it is in this whole relationship thing, but at the end of the day, my mom's theory was she never had women around her man, and that's supposed to be a rule that most women go die with. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I'm have to be for now on. You know what I mean? If I'm out with my girlfriends, we separate. Y'all can't be around where he's at. You know what I mean? So, or he don't need to be around y'all. You know what I mean? Vice versa, where he's already like that. I don't want to be around them. I don't like them. But at the same time, I'm the type of person. I'm a hostess. I love when people come to my house to visit. We love to cook. We love to have drinks. We like to sit around and chill and party and relax. So that's the kind of stuff that we do. And I was going to say, my one friend has a house, and I've never been to her house to honestly to just chill or relax. Like she just don't really go to her house to do that kind of stuff. And my other girlfriend, she's rents. Well, she owns her dad owns his house, so she has an apartment there. So we don't go there. So I'm thinking, well, where do we all go chill at then? But now it's at the point where it's like, okay, now it's time to just focus on my family because little Dean, and she mentioned him too. So that kind of made me think. She said little Dean's getting older now, so he understands certain things when we're talking, so we can't talk around him like that. So then I'm thinking, okay, so because Zeno's older and then they don't get along with little Dean, they're not going to come around anymore. So I don't know, but I've been being a loner more so. I've been staying to myself and um, I was talking to Dino's little therapist about it, and well, little Dino's therapist. Um, Dean, talking to him, and he's like, "You guys to focus on your family," and it's sad because that's kind of how it is, though. You have to focus on your family before friends, and I don't want to have to do that, but that's kind of where I'm at now. I have to separate them. So we don't we used to hang out sometimes uh 2 or 3 times a month. Just randomly get together. Oh, let's meet at the Olive Garden. Bang. Oh, we're gonna meet at your house. Bang. Oh, let's go here for breakfast. Bang. And then we would just meet up at places. But now it's like it's separated. And I had to sit there and think, and I'm like, is my man separating me from my friends? Or is it that we're getting older? Um, Other people go through things in their life too. So, they may have certain feelings like less toleration for a man, you know what I mean? Because they're maybe going through something in their own relationship. So that's kind of, where I think might have happened that they might have been going through something and somebody was like, I ain't trying to hear from you right now, so but the attitude was like, oh, you stay the F in the room, but he's not a kid. I couldn't even tell my 10-year-old to stay in the room. because people were here. You know what I'm saying? So it just had me like kind of heartbroken. Like, where was I supposed to go from there? What am I supposed to do from there? You know, but I don't know. It again, it hurt me that I didn't hear from neither of them on the phone. I haven't called or anything for months. And when I looked at it the other day, I was like, damn, in almost 8 months. That's a long time. That's almost a year. But then I think back and I'm like, well, when my mom passed away, it's going to be almost 3 years this year. But when she passed away the first year, a lot of people hadn't reached out to me or, even, called too much to say, how are you, how you feeling, this and that. So, life, that's all I can tell y'all. Can't cry about it because I'm too grown for that. But things happen. Look, y'all, I'm putting the rice away. I can't eat that right now either. I already know I'm not a big eater. And it sat there last night. But, yeah, just a lot. So, we had a lot going on. Between that, you got family, friends, then you got the god kids, they going through their little stuff over here. And I just hear it all. And I have it all on my shoulders trying to sort it out. And it's hard. So I'm like at the point where I'm like, you know what? I gotta just do me, and do what makes me happy. And what makes me happy is to talk to my YouTube family. So I was like, you know what, then I'm going back to the YouTube family because this is what I like. This is, maybe I'm just reading y'all comments and I'm not seeing y'all faces, but I see y'all here and I feel y'all here. So this is what I like. You know what I'm saying? Um, ain't that sad when the way of living is, over social media? Because they got rid of social media these days. Some of us will just be like, oh, I don't have nobody. I hope that makes sense to y'all. It's just so much going on. Guess what? So what happened was they told me I planned this and I didn't plan this night. And I was asleep, dead to the world sleep when they came. So my girlfriend said she sat out in the parking lot for 2 hours. So I don't know because I'm still saying like, how come she didn't call? And then she said, "Oh, Dean was looking outside, but Dean looks outside consistently, you know, because we live in a public place, so people are always out there and parking. So, um, Dean is always looking outside, but in the dark you can't tell who's out there. There's always cars here. So, and that's what I said. I'm like, actually, you know what happened? She didn't call because I didn't have a number at the time. I didn't have my phone on at the time. I had the Wi-Fi, a Wi-Fi number that I was using, but I ain't had no Wi-Fi. So whenever I was in Wi-Fi, I could use that to talk to people. So the only way people could get in touch with me is when I was on Wi-Fi. They could get me on Instagram, or they could get me on Facebook Messenger. So that's what happened at that time. So yes, they came and he said she sleep out the window. But I woke up and was like, oh no, just tell them come in because I didn't want them. They had came for no reason. So when they came, she's like, yeah, we were supposed to be doing an interview tonight with the girl. And I'm like, was he? Like, but she canceled. So in that way, I'm thinking, I don't know if she was upset that night because she went to go get the girl and the girl canceled. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I'm just like, I still don't know because I wasn't all the way there. So I can't even say what happened. All I know is they was like arguing and next thing you know, they were leaving. Like, I don't have to deal with this. And they left. And I was like, that's when I kind of woke up. Like, what just happened? So hard between, I ain't gonna say I'm stuck in between a rock and a hard place, but um, I'm not gonna leave my man that I've been with for 18 years and my son's dad, and I don't want to lose my friends that I've been friends with for, I can't even count these days because it's so many years. I'm like, I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be 42, and yeah, that's 20, so 30. Yeah, almost 30 years. Goodness gracious, that's a long time. Um, yeah. So I don't know, because I don't know if any of y'all ever had for friends for 30 years, or would y'all choose? I seen a topic last night, and it says something about like, do you choose your loved ones or your friends or your life or something? It was, and I'm so crazy because I don't remember and stuff, and that's why I should be writing stuff down, because then I will know what I have to talk about with the family when I get on here and be lost. But I still talk to y'all. Um, but yeah, I should have wrote it down because it was a good topic to talk about. But so that's why y'all haven't seen me that much, because I have so much I've been thinking about, going through, um, been in not really involved in, and I say that with I'm talking about these young kids, because I'm like just feeling like I'm close to them. I've been constantly trying to think of how can I help them in some way in a better situation. But I've talked to a lot of people, and at the end of the day, I can't help them if they can't help themselves. You know what I mean? Um, I feel bad for them, but when these young kids get money, they rather go and buy sneakers and um, bottles of alcohol and stuff, and they know they don't have a place to live. So that's a problem. You know what I mean? It's sad. It's a sickness that some people are like that, but that's how it is. They don't want to buy their kids winter clothes, boots, pants. I mean, the kids still walk around in sandals in October, November. Something's wrong. So it's sad, but I know too many people that are going through this. That it's like, mm-mm-mm. Whew, too much. Okay, I'm sorry. I ain't even been watching. I've never ever told a friend to leave, and that's so funny that you said should have told them that I'm tired. They should leave. They already knew I was tired, but I've never told them. See how I feel rude. I usually just wait it out, or if somebody sees you dozing off, you think they'd be like, "Okay, I'm gonna go." But yeah, yeah, true. That's true. That respect me in the home. Yeah. Okay, I'm back at the top. Sorry, y'all. Of course, I had to catch up, make sure, and I went all the way back up. And they wonder why YouTube is starting to ban people in certain areas. All right, sorry, fam. I had to do some getting people out there from earlier. Oh, I already ate. I already ate one, honey. I already ate one. I can't eat the other one. Caitlin. Yeah, you have to rewind the video. I ate the spicy chicken sandwich. I can't eat no more. I'm not a big eater. I might look like a big eater. I got some hefty ladies here. My own chicken breast. So, but yeah, I got it in me. Yes, that's why, and that's why I said I have to come talk to the family about it. Because what happened was when I invited my friend to the hotel, he was like, "You." He basically felt like I violated him by having her at the hotel while we were there. When I felt like that was a nice location for us to spend time together. So, we kind of went and just chilled in the jacuzzi, had us a drink, and the whole time she was there, he left out the room. So he was like really upset. It was just like I don't want, I haven't even seen the second video. I only seen one the other day. And yes, I'm like, Dean, you got to chill. But he's like, no, certain people, this and that, and they haven't been around all these months, and then you're trusting everybody right back in, and yes. And then he came back because then one of the YouTube family members um, had called and said, "Were we talking to them?" So he said he got back on to say that, and I told him that though. That's what I got on him about, because I said when you go on here and rant, you have to let the family know what you're talking about, or that make it known that you're not talking about them, because the way you're talking to the camera, it sounds like you're talking to the YouTube family who's coming in to watch, but he's really coming on to try to get your opinion on how y'all feel about how he's feeling. So that's why he's still like, I'm coming back. I got some stuff to say. But then he's talking about, if you don't want me on your channel, I'm going to open my own channel. So I don't know. And I'm just being honest. He be like up and down. He said, I'm not being a part of that no more. I'm done. That's my last message. So I'm just being honest. Let me drink some of my lemonade. I need to have a cup, but hey. Woo. Bitter. So yes, honey, that's what happened. And he's coming back because he's mad about more. And not even do with that, more people. Too passionate. Yeah, I think he's just more hurt because he's like, they were supposed to be friends, and then, as soon as I have something to say, and everybody gets mad, and then now they want to say they make it seem like I'm the bad person, and he's like, soon as something goes down, the first thing he says is, I don't want nobody around my son. So my thing is, it don't matter who I'm mad at. I don't stop Little Dean from being around people. And you know what I'm saying? Like, he has nothing to do with that. But then he starts going into, you hear the stuff that's on the news these days, and it be people's best friends that will, hurt your child to hurt you. So he thinks like that. I don't think like that. You know what I mean? So that's where me and him go back and forth, because I'm like, nah, ain't nobody gonna hurt my baby. Oh, you shouldn't even by yourself with him and this and that and da da da. But he's very overprotective over him too. So, but even Little Dean's like, you need to chill. So I'm like, if you're telling you to calm down, then but I don't know. So yeah. I was like, I'm talking to the family about it. So yeah, I didn't even see his second message. All I know is I told him you need to go let the YouTube family know that you ain't talking to them. But I guess he wanted opinion on how y'all feel about if y'all was going through the same thing. So yeah. And then I know I told y'all a while ago that I had started talking again to my brother that I hadn't talked to in a while. Well, actually, I've been talking for like almost 2 years. So I had mentioned a couple of months ago that we started talking again, and I was able to see a baby. So because I was broken about that too. So and right after my mom died, and he took his baby and didn't let me see her no more. So I got to see her, and the reason why me and him weren't getting along was over one of his ex girlfriends. His ex girlfriend that me and her was like sisters, and when they broke up, she went and got married. But I believe that her heart is still with my brother. But once she got married, then certain boundaries come up in my house. So again, they were visiting at one point and visiting and meeting each other at our house. So Dean was like, not as a Christian, I can't let this happen. We can't meet at my house. So they were really upset with us for stressing our opinion. And then we came on YouTube to talk about it. And then she saw the YouTube, so she got upset. And this was about a little over 2 years ago. Yeah. And then she stopped talking to us from there. So they just reached back out to me because see, they have kids, and me and the kids always get along. So it's like my little nieces, because her daughters I call my nieces, are like, Miss Aunt Nettie, so they weren't one of my numbers. So one called last night, but then Dean's like, you know, I just want to make sure that you know there's no animosity still here, or that it happened so long ago. I don't remember. And like I told him, I'm like, well, we didn't like there was no arguments or anything. They just stopped coming around, and my brother stopped bringing the baby. So I was very upset with him. Then they had her birthday party, and they didn't tell us about it. So I'm like, oh, he really mad, man. So 2 years went by, and I didn't really get to talk to him or see her. So I mean, at the end of the day, I say God's good. I get to see my little cupcake again, and she's still cute as a button. And I talked to my brother, which that's like I told Dina, always gonna be my brother, my baby brother. I used to change his diapers, and ain't too much that he can say is really gonna hurt me. He can get mad and say the stuff that these little kids be typing in on here on YouTube, because that's why I tell them y'all can't hurt me, because my little brothers, they're straight up thugs from the street. So I've heard the worst. When they get mad, they gonna come out. They have not all of them. Colin is my baby. But my one brother, I've been pretty much everything in the book, and he's mad at me. So I can deal. I can deal. I'm blessed. As long as God don't feel that way about me, I'm good. So yeah, just a lot. Yep. I think it's almost time for my child to come home. So I was gonna say I may get back on later. If I don't tomorrow, might get back on with Dean later. I still gotta check out how these rules go. With the channels, and I'm not gonna cut Little Dean out, but I know now. I guess when he's on and we do any videos with him, we have to watch what it's talking about and stuff. I don't know. I got to get into all that with this kid thing. If you're supposed to be labeled as a family channel, it's supposed to be kid friendly, or I don't know. There's so much to it, but it's not until 2020. So this is for people out here that are YouTubers and content creators, which I still sound like I really don't know what's going on, because I just go with the flow. Like I said, I'm not here to make money. What I could tell y'all who are here to make money, make like 3 videos a day right now, because from here to January or the end of December, you make like time and a half or double on your videos. So do y'all thing now. If y'all gonna make that money now, especially for Christmas. It's like no. But see, this is why, real people have to work in real life, We can't depend on a YouTube salary because you never know. It'll be up, it'll be down, it could be here, it could be gone, it could be this, it could be that. So that's why I learned to live the life the way God blessed me to be and always love myself. Keep God first. You know, gotta do that. But I'm gonna let y'all go. And like I said, I gotta start writing stuff down because when I come on here, there's so much that I want to talk about that I go blank. I'll be really like, what was I going to say? I wanted to talk about this. I wanted to talk about that. It's a lot I want to talk about. It's a lot of stuff that now under YouTube guidelines you can't talk about. So I get tongue twisted because I don't know what I can say and what I can't say till I see the actual rules on everything. So keep a lookout for all that stuff because they got a whole bunch of new stuff going on, as well as a whole bunch of YouTube drama. Yes, I will definitely pray about it, boo. I'll definitely pray. Thank you, Tamika. Thank you. Have a wonderful day, boo. And y'all give them babies kisses for me. Hello, Sheila Johnson. How are you? You have a blessed weekend too, sweetheart. All right, ladies. Always keep God first and love yourself. It makes it much easier. Wait a minute, y'all, because I'm sitting here like, wait a minute, because y'all know I'm on a computer and not the phone. But let me make sure I know how to cut this joint off. I think so. Okay, I think I do. Love yourself. Always keep God first. Makes it much easier. I said it backwards, but y'all know what I'm talking about and what I meant. And yes, I tell everybody hi.